Tu cuerpo no te define. Lo cambias como una serpiente cambia de piel.
Transferimos la conciencia humana entre cuerpos para vivir la vida eterna.
¿Cuánto tiempo lleva en conservación?
250 años.
Eres propiedad de Bancroft Industries. Se te otorga este cuerpo, el cual está equipado con un neuroestimulador de nivel militar y memoria muscular de combate.
Señor Kovacs,
Yo no le pedí que me trajera a este mundo.
lo único que le pido es que resuelva un asesinato.
¿De quién?
El mío.
This is the beginning.
Quien lo haya matado debe ser encontrado, o todos estaremos en peligro.
Voy a necesitar acceso que no quiere darme y encontraré respuestas que tal vez usted quiere.
Amigos, enemigos, gente con oportunidades y motivo.
No confío en nadie.
Si no puede resolver esto rápido, lo borraré.
Of the end.
Creí que serías más grande. Me hicieron traer todo este refuerzo.
Fue grosero.
Hay más de lo que estás dispuesto a ver. El misterio que necesita ser resuelto.
Hola, teniente.
¿Sabes? No es mi trabajo cuidarte la espalda.
Me agrada.
El hecho de que la gente no tenga que morir. Eso es un milagro.
Dios les dio un cuerpo.
Tal vez notaste que ya no estás en el cuerpo que tenías.
¿Qué está pasando?
¿Mami?
¿Qué le hicieron a mi hija? Cindy tiene 7 años.
¿Pusieron a una niña en ese cuerpo?
Si no le gusta, pague una mejora o devuélvala al almacenaje.
Es muy humano.
Vida eterna para aquellos que pueden pagarla. Significa control eterno sobre los que no pueden.
¿Quiénes son ellos?
Pelean hasta que la fonda muera. El premio es un mejor cuerpo. Y están casados.
¿Regresan con sus hijos con la funda de otros?
Están acostumbrados.
No están acostumbrados.
Hay un orden natural para el nacimiento y la muerte.
¿Cree que esa decisión es de Dios? Dios murió. Tomamos su puesto.
Luchamos una guerra para que este mundo no existiera. No he acabado aquí.
Hace siglos, la humanidad encontró la manera de transferir la conciencia a un cuerpo nuevo, logrando que la muerte solo fuera una molestia. Desde entonces, nosotros ofrecemos un linaje incomparable de fundas humanas para los clientes más exigentes. Saikasek, viva para siempre en el cuerpo que se merece.
El peligro de vivir muchas veces es que olvidas temerle a la muerte.
Nací en la Tierra. A los 74 años era el que más dinero tenía en varios planetas. La primera vez que morí tenía 99 años. La tecnología transfirió mi conciencia a un cuerpo nuevo. Durante 263 años, cambié de cuerpo muchas veces. Tenía la salud perfecta. Pero anoche, a los 365 años, morí de nuevo. Hoy, contraté a alguien para que encuentre a mi asesino.
Altered Carbon is a sci-fi story about a kind of technology that allows you to extend life indefinitely.
This is a cortical stack.
The stack is a chip that is you. It has your memories, your personality, everything.
Your consciousness can be downloaded into any stack in any sleeve.
There is an inside to us that we can then take out like a memory stick and plug into another body.
What's interesting to me in the show is that sometimes we're carrying one of these stacks and you're carrying a person right there with all of her memories and consciousness and everything.
Altered Carbon is the story of Takeshi Kovacs, an envoy soldier.
The Envoys and the Uprising is more of this group that basically wants to end immortality. I am the original embodiment of Takeshi Kovacs, known as Birth Kovacs.
At a certain point, protectorate forces take over and they win this war. And Kovacs gets put on ice. 250 years later, one of the world's most powerful men brings Kovacs' stack back into a new body. He has just experienced an attempted murder on him.
Mr. Kovacs,
Tell me right now what this is all about.
all I ask of you is that you solve a murder.
Whose?
Mine.
I'll take the case.
Life in the 21st century. A world of constant change. Here, people were born. Here, people died. This was considered an inevitable fact of life until people began to ask, what if they didn't have to? What if they could live forever?
You live against the truth of the universe, you know. If you have a family, you're aware that your children will someday die, but you don't treat them as dead. You treat them as living creatures that you have to nurture. And I think the same is true of your own life, that you're aware it's finite, you're aware that you'll only have a certain amount of time, but we don't live with it because it's not in the way we're wired to live with that.
Every human is born ignorant of death, believing that life has no end. But when you learn the truth, how do you go on?
People want to show that they existed, and so they may do that biologically by producing other offspring. They may do it by creating something.
I think of death as a disease. I think it's a disease that's possibly curable, and potentially and likely curable. So it's like asking me the question: am I at peace that cancer exists? You know, am I at peace that this disease that killed my father exists? No, I'm not at peace with that.
The will to live propelled humans to fight against their inescapable decay. They dreamed of a brighter future, free from their body's limitations.
I have often wished there were like 14 clones of me because there's so many things I'd like to do.
Like if someone could say, hey, we downloaded your mom's brain and you can talk to her for it, I would do that. I think that'd be good for people that are mourning a family member's death, to have that around maybe.
Maybe at the beginning of life, you would implant a chip in someone's back or cortex that someday can be used to form the brain and personality and the knowledge of that human.
If we're able to get that consciousness and upload it, then all this is not me anymore. It's what's up right here.
While immortality remained a distant dream, science brought us closer.
There was a time when there would have been nothing creepier than the notion of in vitro fertilization, and a test tube baby was considered an abomination. Things that are creepy or weird, whatever word we want to use, they change over time in society.
We discovered new and ingenious ways to prolong life. But could the human species achieve the impossible?
It's coming, there's no question about it. Probably coming sooner than we think. There are colossal implications, obviously, at every level of society. It's going to change everything. But technology always does. That's not in itself anything new. And I think the key is not to be afraid of it.
Once we decode the language of the brain and connect that to a machine, then we can capture and store the essence of a person as data.
We're looking at the end of our bodies as a permanent residence. Imagine someone who is at the peak of their physical prowess and then just stays that way.
This future was closer than they realized. Scientists were already at the threshold of a new era in human evolution. What innovations are still to come? What dreams of immortality have yet to be fulfilled? What will become of the human species? Thanks to Psychosec, we'll be around to find out. Here's to the next 300 years.
The danger of living too many times. You forget to fear death.